Radha Ramana Hari Govind Jai Jai.
I want to talk about the offences against the holy name. This is very important. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nanamakari Bahudani Jisarva Shaktis Tatrapitan Yamatat Smaranena Kala. There's no hard and fast rule for chanting the holy name. But Durdaivam Ijani Anuraga, Nanuraga. Unfortunately, Durdaivam, because of my misfortune, I don't have any taste for chanting these holy names. So what is this Durdaiva? That Durdaiva is offences, anarthas. So we have to understand what are the anarthas against the holy name and guard against these anarthas. Artha means wealth, things that are wanted. Anartha means not wanted. So anartha means things that are not wanted. So there's 10 particular offences, namaparad, 10 offences against the chanting of the holy name. There's 3 stages of the chanting. There's namaparad, namabhas, shuddhana. Means chanting with offences. And then chanting without offences, but not yet shuddhanam, pure name, and then shuddhanam. So chanting with offences means that we're committing these 10 offences. Chanting namabhas, the shadow of the holy names, means chanting without those offences. So somehow or other we have to understand what the offences are. And we have to have a positive program to avoid the offences. Shuddhanam doesn't just mean without offences. Shuddhanam means that Shuddha Sattva is coming from the spiritual world by the grace of Gurudev and coming to the heart. So this Shuddhanam, pure holy name, this is coming by the grace of the pure devotee. Pure devotee doesn't just mean somebody who's free from material desires. It means somebody who's actually situated in Shuddha Sattva, situated in the spiritual world. This is pure devotee. So namabhas, Srila Gurudev says that we should try to chant namabhas. The 10 offences of the holy name, they're explained in Padma Purana. And Srila Thakur Bhaktivinoda, he's explained them in great detail in Namachintamani. Very wonderful explanation in Namachintamani. So the first offence is to blaspheme the devotees, or criticize the devotees, offend the devotees. If we offend the devotees, especially those who've given their lives to spreading the holy name, that holy name will not want to dance on our tongue. We have to think that I want to chant pure holy name. How's it going to happen? Atashi Krishna Namadi Nabhavet Grayam Indre. This holy name, because it's transcendental, he won't dance on the material tongue. He won't appear in the material mind. So what am I going to do? What is the process for chanting the pure holy name? What is the process? That's explained, Srila Gurudev has explained, that by the grace of the pure devotee, the name becomes one, tadatmik, with the senses, but only by the grace of the pure devotee. So this is one reason why we have to take shelter of a pure devotee. Otherwise there's no way, because we're material, Krishna's transcendental, there's no mixing, it's like oil and water. But you know what, like salad dressing, if you put an emulsifier in and shake it, then they'll mix, oil and water will mix. So Gurudev's like the emulsifier. Oil and water will mix. By Gurudev's grace, the holy name will consent to come into the mind on the senses, because Gurudev is inviting. So this is the first offence, is to offend the pure devotee. Second offence, either to think that the demigods have power separate from Krishna, or to think that Krishna and Krishna's holy name are separate. This is offence. Krishna and Krishna's holy name are not separate in any way. Nama Chintamani Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Bhinnatvam Nama Namino. That the name and the Nami, the possessor of the name, they're not different. Abhinna. They're not separate from each other. Third offence against the holy name is either to disobey the orders of the spiritual master, or a deeper meaning is to think that the spiritual master is a mortal person. that he's come into the material world because of karma. His activities are governed by karma. He'll die because of karma, like us, and then we get another body. And he's limited by time and space. No. Pure devotee is not like this. Pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada explained to one of his disciples, he said, a conditioned soul can't be guru in that sense. He said there's three souls in the material world. There's the eternally conditioned soul, means since time immemorial he's been here in this material world. Then there's the sadhan siddha, and there's the nitya siddha. So nitya siddha souls, they've come from the spiritual world on a specific mission. So he said spiritual master is nitya siddha. So he's not come because of karma, he's come under the influence of yoga maya. Under the influence of yoga maya, it looks as though he's got an ordinary material body and sometimes he gets sick. But this has nothing to do with karma. It's something completely different. Fourth offense is not to have faith or respect for the scriptures, especially the scriptures which are glorifying the holy name. In the scriptures it's said that by chanting the holy name, all of one's sinful reactions are removed. And the brilliant example of that is a Jamil. A Jamil, he had a son called Narayan. And just because he was calling his son's name, Narayan, 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 come and have breakfast. Narayan, it's time to get up. Narayan, it's time to go to sleep. Narayan, where are you? Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. He was committing so many simple activities, but because he was chanting the name of Narayan, all his simple reactions were wiped out. All. Past, present and future. This is explained in the scriptures. So we should have faith in this. Then fifth, to think that the glories of the holy name are exaggeration. It's not exaggerated. Gopal Chakrabarti, he was present when Haridas Thakur was in the house of Raghunath Das Goswami's uncle. So the local brahmanas, they were debating, what's the benefit of chanting the holy name? Someone was saying, anyway, Haridas Thakur, in the end, he said, look, the benefit of the chanting of the holy name, it's not just becoming free from sinful reactions, and it's not just getting liberation. These are side effects. The real benefit is getting pure Krishna prema. And getting liberation is a side effect. You just chant Namabas, you get liberation. So there was a smarta Brahmin there, Gopal Chakrabarti, became so angry. You think that by chanting the holy name you can get liberation? What are you saying? There's people that practice for lifetimes to get liberation. Still they don't get liberation. And you think just by chanting the holy name you can get liberation? If you're wrong, I'll cut off your nose. Haridas laughed. He said, look, if I'm wrong, I'll cut off my own nose. He was already liberated, he knew. And Gopal Chakrabarti, right after that, within a week, he got leprosy. And his nose melted away. His beautiful fingers melted away. So this, we should be careful. Because he doubted that he thought that the glories of the holy name were exaggeration, but he also offended a pure devotee. Sixth offense is to think that the holy name is imagination. So impersonalists, they think that Krishna, Rama, the Supreme Brahman comes into the world and it takes a material form, and so the names are also material. But the name is eternal tattva, it's an eternal reality, just as Krishna himself. Seventh offense, to chant the holy name and think that, oh, I can get purified from my sinful reactions, so I can do whatever I want. Great, where's the booze, where's the women? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This is offense. Just like there's some Christians, they think, oh, we can do anything because Christ died for our sins. Great, here's some more sins. Heap them on him. I'll do what I like, and then when do they have confession? Sacrament? I'll confess, and then I'll be set for the next week. Well, this principle doesn't work. Anyway, whatever their doctrine is, but for us, we understand this is a big offense. To chant, and because then you're not only committing sinful activities, but it's also namaparad. It's also offense against the holy name, and that's very, very difficult to get free from. Eighth offense is either to think that chanting Hare Krishna is like a material activity, or to chant Hare Krishna in order to get some material benefit. Like I've met people, they're chanting specifically, Hare Krishna, give me money, Hare Krishna, I want a good wife. This is an offense. You won't get pure holy name in this way. Ninth offense, either to instruct the faithless about the glories of the holy name, especially if you tell the faithless that, Krishna and Krishna's holy name are none different. This is a big problem, because they think that Krishna is a naughty blue boy who plays the flute and dances at night with the wives of others. And then there's this sound, Krishna. How can they be the same? That's ridiculous. They'll be thinking like this. So then there's offense. So to instruct the glories of the holy name to the faithless you can say, look, it's spiritual. The name's spiritual. If you chant it, you'll be spiritualized. You'll feel happy. Try it. So many people have tried and it works. This is not a problem. But if you go into the philosophy with them, then this is an offense. Or to be inattentive while chanting the holy name. Whoa. This is a big problem. So this is a big offense. And it's very, very difficult to avoid. And then 10th offense explains why we're inattentive. Because we're maintaining material attachments. I think that I'm this body. I think that I'm a member of this family. I'm a member of my country, my community. And this is my religion. So I'm a Christian, so I can't chant Hare Krishna. Because Christians don't chant Hare Krishna. Otherwise the vicar will get cross with them. Whatever. So, these material attachments, this is what's holding us back. I think that I'm this body, so when I'm chanting Hare Krishna, instead of remembering service to Krishna, I'm remembering either my problems or else my plans for sense gratification. Or things that I didn't do and I could have. So we need a positive program for avoiding these offenses, and the positive program is to remember Krishna when we're chanting. Gurudev has explained that in the beginning you can absorb your mind somehow or other. Remember offering arti to Gurudev, offering arti to the deities, Brajmandala Parikrama, Gaudamandala Parikrama, somehow or other fixing the mind on something spiritual and becoming absorbed. Because if we're remembering Krishna, remembering Krishna's activities, remembering Braj, remembering Gurudev and chanting, then where's those offenses? They're not there. So this is the beginning of Namabhas. Then remembering Krishna's names and the qualities and pastimes associated with the names. And then remembering Krishna's pastimes. This is how we can gradually we can train our mind to become absorbed like this. So we should have a program, positive program for absorbing the mind. Prabhupada says the mind has to have something for thinking, feeling and willing. And if it's not thinking, feeling and willing in relation to Krishna, then it'll have to have thinking and feeling and willing in relation to material things. So we have to have some positive engagement for the mind. So Gurudev has explained that we should try to avoid the offences, and we should try to chant Namabhas, the shadow of the holy name, and we should pray for Shuddhana. Shuddhana means I want the service, I want my spiritual body to be a reality. Now we can hear about service to Krishna, hear about service to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We can remember that service, but it's not a vivid reality for us because we don't have a spiritual body to serve Him with. What will it be like when we have that spiritual body? So we should pray. We can pray for that, and then one day, by Gurudev's grace, we'll get a spiritual body. And then, so Shuddhana means Shuddha Sattva comes in the heart, spiritual form, spiritual nature, service, everything at that time. So the goal of chanting is to attain Namabhas, praying for Shuddhana. And chanting is part of sadhana, and the goal of sadhana is to get bhav. Bhav means serving Radha and Krishna in spiritual body. Hare Krishna.